my magical boo. Welcome to my channel. I'm Emanuela Rose, aka Blue Angel, and this is my universe. Or rather, this is Gibraltar Beach, and I am only a little speck of dust upon it. But yeah, welcome to Gibraltar Beach. Welcome to my universe. I am a traveling witchpreneur, sorceress, and all-around magical boo. There's some noise because there's always construction happening here in Jeb, so the locals call it Jeb. We're super local now, so we call it Jeb. Yeah, there's just construction here. It'll be, the machine will be gone in a second. But yeah, welcome to the beach. This is what I do here. It is winter here in Gibraltar, but it was a beautiful day today. I was just like, it's kind of weird weather because I was just like kind of tanning in this, and then like the minute the sun hid behind the big rock, you can't see it, but I'll show it to you in a second. The minute the sun hid behind the big rock, it was like, it's super cold. So I think people here think I'm crazy, but I hate the cold, so I'm just like, I'm decked out for the winter, but I don't care. Anyways, baby, since I'm here on the beach enjoying my solitude, enjoying my magicalness, I thought I would just check in with you, my magical bibos, and talk about a little bit, I don't even know what I want to call it, but I think I'm going to call it the magic of tarot and fate, and how certain things call to us. I myself am not a believer in fate or predestination. I don't come from that school of thought. But I do believe certain things are meant for us, and certain things call us, and sometimes it may feel like what some people call fate. For example, I believe that fate brought me here to Gibraltar. I came here because I had a dream about Gibraltar. It's like, you know, a whole bunch of beautiful magical synchronicities. Even with this landscape right now that you're seeing, me sitting in this landscape is a synchronicity for me in itself. I'm going to tell you why in a second. I'm going to take out I got a little prop with me, because I'm going to demonstrate to you how fate works for me, and how I see fate, and how fate has been manifesting in my life. So yeah, so I came to Gibraltar because I had a dream about Gibraltar. I was at a crossroads in my life. I was ready to leave the place that I was in before. I was in London. Nothing against London, but it just wasn't the place for me long term. I'm someone who travels a lot. I have that in my astrology and my numerology. I'm a traveling bibel. So I've traveled a lot. I've lived in different places throughout my life since a small child. So I was ready for the next journey. I haven't really done the travelpreneurship life before, other than teaching English as a foreign language. So I don't know, maybe that's like, I guess that's kind of part of it. It's some form of enterprising, but I've never really done full-on travelpreneurship. I've never started a company while traveling. Never done anything like that. So this is my first time, and it's very exciting. But yeah, so in terms of the fate, I did receive a dream when I was at a crossroads. I had just started doing tarot full-time online. I'd come out of the tarot closet, because I was in the tarot closet for years, my entire life. I was also in denial before myself for a long time. That's another thing. But the crowd that I was kind of keeping with in terms of my previous career, I mean, it's not really a previous career, it's still my career, but you know, that's like a tricky field. A lot of people are very conservative in my field, especially in London. So it would have been like very much a reputational thing to like come out as like a new age bibel. So I was a little bit apprehensive about that. But then I just came out, you know, fully came out as a new age bibel, started doing this publicly full time, you know, doing this with my face on it. And I asked the goddess to tell me what I should do, where I should go. And I had a dream the very night about Gibraltar. And the dream about Gibraltar was a dream about a reunion. And it was very clear to me that I had to come to this place, if not to live long term, then just to live for a little bit, to find myself, for lack of a better word. And yeah, it was a very vivid dream. It was clear in the dream that it was Gibraltar, and there were reunions happening in my dream I was meeting certain people I hadn't seen in a very long time. It was very much quite a literal homecoming kind of a dream. And then, I had the dream, and then I researched Gibraltar. It turned out that there's a lot of things here apart from, number one, my main thing since a child is a fascination with Atlantis. Obviously, as you can probably guess, I'm an Atlantean bibbo, if you want to call, whatever you want to call that. My fascination with Greek mythology, the Pillars of Hercules, Plato, Atlantis, this would have been the place for that. But what I also didn't know about Gibraltar was that this was a place of the worship of Medusa, who is such an important and beautiful current of energy for all girls out there and boys, anyone between. But especially for women, Medusa is the goddess of, she is the female gaze. So I found out before I came here that there's one of the caves here was a gorgoneon. I'm sorry to the Greeks for butchering this word, but there's a gorgoneon here, which was a temple to Medusa in the cave, a place of worship. One of the OG ones, I think the oldest known in the world, probably, or like one of the two. So. And sailors used to come here and just like throw pots and pans at the Medusa cave and run away because she was so scary, just in case she peered out of the cave a little bit. Because Medusa, she knows what she doesn't like, and she knows when she sees it, kind of thing. It's usually some boy in a ship. So anyways, I realized there's all these things here in Gibraltar that I'd always been fascinated by, always loved, never really explored, never came here. I just never felt called to come here. It's always, been that kind of like, edge of the world kind of a symbolism for me. And yet I got the dream. And crazy as it sounds, when I found out Medusa was here, I was like, I'm definitely going. And I packed up all my stuff. I kid you not, I packed up all my stuff and I came to Gibraltar. I'm also traveling the Mediterranean as a whole, so this isn't my last stop on my journey, but it has been a home to me for the past 3 months, and I've had an incredible amount of spiritual awakenings, downloads, whatever you want to call it, channelings. I've come into knowledges regarding my past lives, or some collective, whatever that collective unconscious memory is. Regarding the past life that I'm experiencing, the past life memories that I'm experiencing, I've definitely tapped into something that has been in me for a long time. I also, the beach that we're on, when I arrived here in Gibraltar, I realized that not only did I get a dream about coming here, I actually had been seeing this very beach in my dreams since a child. Like the very layout here, like everything, even the little promenade a bit just behind the camera that you can't see, baby, but there's little promenade bit where I'd been seeing that in my dreams for years, since a little girl. And I just, the feeling in the dream is here on this beach, something very ancient, very old that I remember that were calls to me. I'm very agnostic about these things, whether these are past life memories or it's just like the spirits of time calling to one, that they maybe choose certain people that they speak to in this way. I don't know, but there's spirits here that call to me. They've been calling me my whole life, and I have returned. I have reunited with them, and it's just been such a beautiful, beautiful journey. So to me, that is probably the closest I would get to calling something fate. Was it fated that I should come here? I think it was foretold. I think it was written. Whether I was going to come here or not is another thing. Perhaps I wouldn't have heeded the call. Also, this place has been calling to me for a long period of time, and I haven't been coming here. So I haven't been listening because I have been in denial about my magicalness, and I have been in denial in my life, in my previous life before this, before I just started this whole journey, traveling the world in search of love and meaning. But before I started that, I was in denial about a lot of my experiences, a lot of my esoteric occult experiences. And to top this off, my whole thing is tarot. Tarot's all, it's not even my thing. take this back, okay? Tarot is not my thing. I did not seek it out. I did not want it. But the tarot just like chose me, found me. I don't know, hunted me down. Like, it just keeps doing that to me. And I stopped running from it. I just gave into it. I just started channeling the skills, or, you know, whatever it is that I have, the little bit of thing that I have from it. And I just started doing it. And when I started doing it, tarot was the thing that opened me to all these other awakenings. And when I started doing it publicly, or rather, I should say, when I started doing it publicly, because I was doing it in secret before, but when I started doing it publicly, and I admitted to being this, what I am, a postmodern sorceress, a necromantress, you know, a little bibu following my goddess, all these new things started opening up to me, and all these messages and these downloads started coming to me. Things I don't ask for them. I don't force them. I don't, you know, they just come. Now they just come. Now the floodgates are open, and I'm able to have this beautiful journey. And somehow on this beautiful journey, as crazy as it was, just I packed up my life in 3 suitcases and left my life behind. I kid you not. I took a major risk. I am all by myself at Bill. I don't have a family. I don't have anyone. Like, it's just me. It's just me and the goddess at Bill. And here I am cruising through the Mediterranean, through world crises, wars, you know, all kinds of things. I'm still here, floating on the seas, and floating all the way to Atlantis, and discovering Atlantis and discovering myself. And what I want to top this off with is a visual effect, because as you know, the tarot is really important to me. And in the tarot, I am a Scorpio woman, and my court card, or my representation in tarot, is the Queen of Cups. And this is what she looks like. There you go. There she is. See this beautiful Queen of Cups? The first reading I ever got of tarot, when I was a teenager, I went to this tarot reader, and this card came out. So, you know, immediately this has always been a card that has been my significator. And, you know, look at this beautiful Queen of Cups. This has been an energy that I've been gazing upon, and, you know, it's been looking back at me and constructing me for all my life. Really, reading tarot, reading her, reading myself. And when I didn't even notice this, but then when I came to Gibraltar, and I, you know, started vibing on the beach with the sea, with the little beautiful rocks and the beautiful birds and the bees, I noticed that I am reenacting the scene from this card. Look at this woman. There she is, sitting by the beach, and in the background is this rock. And this is exactly what Gibraltar looks like. Like, that is exactly what Gibraltar looks like on the postcards. And, you know, this is the vibe. Even the blue sky, which you can't really see because my camera is not up to par. But we're highbrow, low tech. I need to get better technology. I promise I will. But look, it's the same scenario. Here we go. Here we are. And this is the fate that I've been looking at. This is the fate that's been constructing me. This is the synchronicity. This is the interaction of the object and the subject here in the tarot. This is how the tarot constructed me. This is how the tarot gave me life. This is how the tarot made me, and I have made the meaning of this card. I have become quite literally the Queen of Cups, sitting here by my little rock and by my little sea, gazing into my own cup of joy, my own holy grail, my own Atlantis. And this, Bibu, I wish for you as well, that you may find your own Atlantis on your journey, that you may find your own reflection in the tarot or other divination tool or other sacred thing, sacred picture, sacred image, that you may find the divinity in yourself, and that you may honor your journey by following your joy. That's so important, Bibu. I know it's easier said than done. It took me a long time. It took me almost 40 years to get here, baby. Like, it's been a bumpy ride, but I finally made it, you know? I finally made it. I feel like the goddess is also feeling, wow, finally. What took you so long? This is for water signs, Bibu. If you have your sun sign in a different position, there are other court cards that will represent you. Also, this is the feminine energy. There's masculine energies in the tarot too. There is king energy. This is the queen. But, you know, think about what it is that brings you joy. Think about what it is that you're trying to construct in your life, and what kind of inspiration you may get from the tarot or anything else that is out there. If you want to find inspiration from the tarot, here are the other queens. Here's the Queen of Swords for my air signs. If you have your sun sign in air, maybe she can inspire you. Maybe she can give you a hint as to the kind of landscape, either symbolically or literally, that you should be in. See, the tarot has a sense of humor. It's just so funny, because I've been literally running from the tarot my entire life, and it's just been getting me, and then it sent me out here into Gibraltar, and it's just kind of saying, haha, gotcha. It was always putting me in this position, always putting me here, always putting me on my journey, always meant for me. That was always my fate. So maybe if you're an air sign, maybe there's a fate here for you with these beautiful butterflies and this queen's hair. What kind of inspirations can you gain in new landscapes, new, fresh, beautiful landscapes? Then you have the Queen of Pentacles. There she is. She's the queen of the earth element. If you are an earth sign, if you're a Capricorn, Virgo, if you are a Taurus, what kind of beautiful garden of plenty, what kind of beautiful enclosure is this? What is it that you want to work on? What is it that she's gazing at? What kind of work is waiting for you, my baby? What kind of magic is being molded for your life? And there she is, the sassy one, Bipil, the Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, that's such a stupid word to use. I don't know where that came from. The Queen of Wands. She's that OG woman, empowered woman. She's got that. Look, she has a flower and she has a wand. She makes things happen. She makes things grow, but she's also very nourishing. This woman has it all. She can go wherever she wants, and she's going to make things grow, make things happen. She's that fire sign, Bipil. And she's sitting with her legs open. I love that queen for that reason, because she's meant to represent that liberated woman. When this version of the tarot was constructed, women weren't allowed to sit like that. They were only allowed to sit with their legs closed. So this was highly controversial. This was a woman who was taking the position of a man in a deeply patriarchal society and saying, I can do it better than you, Bibel. All right, but anyway, so maybe the tarot can inspire you. Maybe it can give you a hint as to what fate awaits you. That's been my story. Of course, everyone's story is super unique. Not everyone is going to have the same, I almost going to say toxic relationship, because the tarot really is making fun of me at this point. Like, the fact that this card looks so much like Gibraltar is like, I just realized that, and I'm like, wow, mind blown. The tarot really, really, really likes to have fun with me. But maybe the tarot will be a little bit more gentle. Well, I mean, it's gentle with me, I have to say. I no complaints, but maybe it will give you a hint as to where you need to be going. Maybe it'll be a little bit more to the point, or maybe it's going to be just as humorous with you, but maybe it could give you something of a hint of your fate. So this is my take on fate today. I think synchronicities exist. I think things call to us, and sometimes we can heed the call, and sometimes we don't. And that part of it is the free will and the free choice. But when you heed the call, you will receive signs, you will see synchronicities, and sometimes you see a little bit of that dry humor from the goddess and from the tarot, from the spirits, whatever you vibe with, whatever you believe in, baby. So yeah, there you go. And it's the same in love, by the way, Bibil. Sometimes people wonder why, this love was so great. Why did that person not receive it? Or why did that person not appreciate it? Because they didn't heed the call. And that's okay, baby. You just, you keep moving. You keep heeding the call of your God, goddess, anyone in between. And a greater love will come. So there you go, my Bibil. That's my little 2 cents on love, fate, and everything. Wishing you all the best, my baby. Wishing you love and joy and happiness, whatever you set out to do. Follow your bliss, baby. Follow your bliss, baby, tonight. Maybe tonight you'll get a dream about where you need to be in life and love. I'm wishing you all the best in 2023. Also, Happy New Year, my babies. All my blessings and manifestations to you from Gibraltar, from the beaches of Gibraltar. I love you, my baby. Stay sparkly, stay gorgeous, stay moisturized. Oh, I forgot. subscribe to the channel because it's a new channel, and like the video because that really helps me out. Like, comment below, like the video, all the good stuff. Tell me your story, baby. I love you. Stay sparkly, stay gorgeous, stay moisturized, and may the angels protect you.